Hi everyone, I'm Marbozir and welcome to another new Civilization 5 series. So this time we'll be doing a more standard game, no more White Walkers, at least for now, and we'll be playing as the Moors, which is a modded civilization and it's a pretty damn good one. They have a really interesting unique unit, which is a mounted ranged unit, which replaces the crossbowman actually. So it means it will upgrade to a Gatling gun. And in case you're wondering what this is the Skirmisher. This is actually part of another mod that I will be using, the Enlightenment era mod, which adds a whole new era, which has some of the old technologies, but it also has some new technologies, new units, and all kinds of new things. You'll see once we start playing. All the mods are always linked in the description below, so you can find the mods there, you can find the Enlightenment era mod in there as well. We'll be playing on Pangea map. I was considering some non-standard maps, but in the end I decided to go with good old Pangea. And same as always, data difficulty, epic game pace, all the sieves, all the AI sieves are randomized. I randomized the rainfall, temperature and world age because why not? And I'm not using any advanced options. So let's get started. I'm looking forward to this.
Hail, great Caliph Abd ar-Rahman.
Oh, and I didn't mention their unique ability and unique building. Their unique building replaces the university, and it gives you +1 faith for each specialist in the city. So that's actually quite nice. That's really damn nice. And their unique ability is that they get culture or science when a great person is expanded, depending on the type of great person. So, let's get started and take a look at our starting location. It's not so terrible, I suppose. We got silver in range, which is always nice. We got some dice, which aren't the best luxury ever for yields, but I suppose it's acceptable. I could move to get a capital city on a river, or I could settle on spot to get a city on a hill. Probably better to settle on spot. Or I could get a coastal city, and we would still have silver in range. I think I actually prefer a coastal city in this case. Alright, let's move and get a coastal city. We'll have a 2 food, 1 production tile to work here, and 2 other tiles with 2 food. So that's fine. We'll settle right here, start working the stone right away, and get started on our scout. So, Enlightenment era, I'm going to show you how that works. So here's Enlightenment era. It's between Renaissance and Industrial era. It has some old technologies, like economics, but it has quite a few new technologies, as you can see. I guess we'll talk about those once we actually get there, because I don't really want to spend 10 minutes going through every single new tech in here. So yeah, we'll talk about that once we actually get here. There is one unit which fills a gap. There are several units, but this is the unit that our unique unit will upgrade to, the Skirmisher. It's a ranged combat unit with 1 range, so it's kind of like a weaker Gatling gun. And then we'll upgrade to a Gatling gun. So this is what our unique unit will upgrade to. I'll probably avoid upgrading to this too early, because our unique unit is really damn good. And in case you didn't catch all the stats, here's our unique unit. 18 ranged combat strength, 4 movement, and 2 range. It's a mounted ranged unit, basically. That's what it is. And it can move after attacking. And it doesn't require any strategic resource, which is awesome. Alright, so let's get started. We got a barbarian camp 3 tiles away from our capital with a hand axe. That's not too good. We'll have to take care of that before they start spawning barbarians. Alright, let's go look for some ruins. And for our neighbors. We need to know who our neighbors are. +1 population, very nice. That's a pretty good start. We'll work the grassland. 5 more turns for the scout. Let's go find our neighbors. We got some salt nearby. Nice. That might be our second city then. And here's another ruin. Only 1 salt, but that's still worth having. And we got unit upgrade. Very nice. Alright, let's keep exploring. Find more ruins. The scout is done. He can explore to the south. And here's another ruin. We'll get started on monument. And likely switch to shrine as soon as pottery is done. This is the end of the map from the looks of it. Okay, interesting. A barbarian camp blocking the way. I might want to go get rid of these barbarian camps now that I have a spearman, but I want to grab that ruin for obvious reasons. And we got archery, awesome. This is a pretty strong start so far. Our starting location is not the most amazing start I ever had, but it's not too bad. Let's explore this little bit to the south first. Alright, nothing interesting down here, I suppose. No unique luxuries down here, from the looks of it. We got pottery, let's go get rid of that barbarian camp. And we'll switch to a shrine. I'd like to pick up a pantheon as soon as possible. As for our research, we need calendar, and we'll need mining. Calendar first, I suppose. Although, we'll need mining to chop forests. Also, there is a city-state to the north. I should make contact with them. Nothing to see down here. I could make contact using the spearman, if only to get the gold. And we can attack the barbarian camp after that. Or I can attack it once, and then go make contact with the city-state. Nah, it doesn't really make a difference. We can't heal while we're moving anyway. Alright, and you will explore to the east. More barbarians. Might want to back up. But there's a city-state. Need to make contact with that to get some gold. There's the city-state, that's a religious one. And we got +1 population again. Lock the grassland. Looks good. Next city-state. Someone already made contact with this one. Good to know. And barbarians are spawning. That's just a brute, we can handle that. Let's go look for some more city-states. And we need to find our neighbor. Someone already made contact with the city-states. So we need to find him. This is a Pangea map, so it shouldn't be a problem finding other civs. We don't have any very close neighbors, which is good. Kill that guy. And Venice. Alright then. That's a pretty good neighbor to have. Because I can use them for shade routes and I can conquer them quite easily. If I want to. And here's another city-state. And we'll go for animal husbandry. The shrine is done. Now we can switch back to the monument. Or it can switch itself. Alright, next. Not quite sure which pantheon I'll go for, but we need to get the pantheon first. We'll decide once that's done. And we got another ruin. Culture, nice. Let's go find some more neighbors. And that's Polynesia. Not a very strong neighbor. But that's fine. No, I'm not selling you an embassy. Although, I suppose I could do it. They aren't really dangerous. Nah, screw that. I'm not doing it. Let's go kill that barbarian camp already. Okay, Carthage. That's a slightly more dangerous civ. But it doesn't look like they are very close to us. However, it's quite possible that they will conquer Venice or something. If they are neighbors, then Venice might be in trouble. Let's heal up first, before we continue exploring. So, bronze working? To see where Aaron is, or calendar, since we'll need that. Might be worth stealing a worker from a city-state. Let's grab an archer, before we go for a settler. Yeah, we probably want to steal a worker. And we got a hand axe spawning. Alright, fine, whatever. Oligarchy. And next. We got a quest from a city-state. Well then, if I want to steal a worker from them, I probably shouldn't. We could steal a worker from this one. Yeah, sounds good to me. Our scout can do it. I like that plan. Alright, let's just back up into the city. We'll steal that worker. That's a maritime city-state, I don't care about that too much, and we don't have any easy quests to do. We technically have the lead with culture, but that probably won't last very long. Alright, I'll grab the worker. And that's that. Make peace. Enrico likes shiny things, apparently. As always. So we should get rid of this camp. But I want to get rid of this one first. For obvious reasons. I don't want a barbarian camp 3 tiles away from my capital city. That would be pretty bad. I'm glad I got that worker. Okay, so where is our second city going to be? We could grab the horses. At least these. If I start a city here, it will get the salt, it will get the dice, it will get the horses. It will also get a lot of desert, which I'm not too excited about. But there's a lot of desert in general. I need to see what's to the northwest, but first, let's get rid of that camp. And the scout can keep exploring. Maybe heal back to full first, before we do that. We need to go find more AIs. And cover 1. Kill that guy. And go start improving. The dice, we'll have to chop the forest first, I suppose. Alright, you need to heal again. And this is not a flood... No, this is a floodplain, actually. But we'll be getting a settler soon, so we need to improve the dice. Still need to finish calendar for that. But we can chop the forest while we wait. Get some production towards the settler, because chopping the forest will take 5 turns. And I will be getting a settler as soon as that archer is done. We just still need to decide where our second city is going to be. That's not such an easy decision, actually. Alright, let's explore to the east with the scout and to the northwest with the spearmen. 4 population, and we need to switch the assignments around. I could buy that tile with the silver. It's probably worth doing. This will speed up the settler, and our border will not expand to that silver anyway. At least not yet. Let's do it. And like this. Okay, 18 turns. Not amazing, but it will have to do. Do I want declaration of friendship with Enrico? I suppose I can accept that. Carthage probably won't like him too much. At least that's what I expect. But whatever. There's no reason to be hostile just yet. The settler will be faster since we are chopping the forest. Alright, let's get rid of this guy and explore to the west. See what's going on there. Looks like this is Venice right here. As in the actual city. Good to know. This mountain pass, man. That might be a little bit annoying in the future. I can't see the actual city, but it's there, obviously. So, research. I suppose we need writing by now. We got another city-state. So, more gold. And another worker, but I won't be stealing a second worker from a city-state. That's a cultured city-state. Not much to see here. And that's the end of the continent. Oh, should I improve the silver first? That will give us a little bit of extra production. That's going to be a more useful improvement than +1 gold from the dice. We can work this tile anyway. It has 2 food, that's what matters. And early production is pretty important. We'll improve the silver first. Kill this guy already. And explore somewhere else. Legalism. Good start so far. I still need to decide where our second city is going to be. Not quite sure about that just yet. I probably want to grab the salt. The only question is how exactly we want to grab the salt. Well, unless we find something more interesting to the west, right here. but probably not. Grab the gold. I don't think this is very interesting. I guess not. Barrage. So, let's take a look. We could get the silk. It's 4 tiles away from the city-state. We should be able to get it. But I might want to hurry up. We could settle a city right here. It would be a little bit close to the city-state, but we would get the silver. I mean the salt. We would get the silk. So that's 2 unique luxuries that we won't have otherwise. And then we can start a 3rd city around here. This would be a pretty good one. And this city could grab the horses. There's also Marble to the east. But it's not like Venice can steal city locations from me. I could start a 4th city somewhere closer to Venice. Yeah, I think our 2nd city is going to be right here. Then we could get the silk. I like that plan. And our 3rd city will be around here. On the river, probably. Not sure about the exact location, but we can decide that later. Let's heal this guy. I could technically steal 1 more worker, but that wouldn't be a very good idea. I don't want city-states to be pissed off at me. Definitely not. Carthage isn't too close to us, which is good. Hopefully we won't have to worry about early aggression from Carthage. I think Carthage is actually to the west. It kind of looked that way. This is the end of the continent from the looks of it. So Venice is quite isolated. I could conquer Venice myself, or I could use them for trades. Just stay friendly for them and use them for trade routes. It's not a bad idea. Okay, I see someone new. No, this is Gandhi, actually. He's pretty close to us. Is that his capital? Yes, it is. Alright then. And that's Ethiopia. Can't say I like Ethiopia too much. But okay, could have been worse. There's writing. So what's next? Probably bronze working. Would be nice to see around on the map. Because that might change my mind about city locations. The settler is almost done. I can accept the embassy, that's okay. Do I want to send that settler without an escort? There shouldn't be any new barbarian camps. But it's certainly possible. It's a bit risky sending him without an escort. Anyway, we need library next. And let's look proper tiles. We can't really afford to work the silver mine just yet. We need the city to grow a bit more and or get more food. So improve some of the grasslands and floodplains. Polynesia is to the east. Oh, is this actually connected? This is supposed to be a Pangaea map, so I assume this is actually connected. And this is not the end of the continent after all. Alright. Do we want to explore further to the north? I guess we do. Let's go start that city. This makes me feel a little bit nervous. I don't like sending settler without an escort. But our other units are a little bit too far away. I can't afford to wait that long. Looks safe. Alright. This is pretty close to a city-state. This will be the exact location for the city. I'll probably have to buy some tiles to get that silk faster. Anyway, Pantheon. So which Pantheon do we want? Which Pantheons are actually gone? Quite a few are gone. Okay, plus on culture from plantations, culture from wine and incense, faith from desert, 10% growth rate. So we won't be getting faith from desert. We won't be getting culture from plantations. What do we want? Stone circles? We only have 1 tile that will benefit from it. I don't think that's such a good choice, to be honest. I don't see a lot of good choices here. might have to go for something generic, because I'm really not impressed with my choice. +1 culture and faith from gold and silver would only give us 1 tile. That's not great. Yeah, this is really not so great. I don't see any good options. I can't even go for 10% growth because someone already picked that. We could go for 1 production. We could go for God King, but I really dislike that Pantheon. I'll have to think about this. This is not a very good choice. I suppose I could go for stone circles. That will give us +2 faith from the stone. It's just that we don't have a lot of other tiles that will benefit from it. We have 1 more stone up here, but this is a desert stone, which is just really terrible. I'm going to decide in the next episode, so thanks for watching this one, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.